Have you ever wondered about the intricacies of the Sicilian defense, hyper-accelerated dragon variation in chess? It's a dramatic opening full of possibilities for both sides. Today, we delve into a detailed analysis of a game featuring this very opening. In the initial move, white opens with pawn to e4, to which black responds with pawn to c5, the classic start of the Sicilian defense. White then deploys bishop to c4, and black responds with pawn to g6, setting the stage for the hyper-accelerated dragon variation. White then moves knight to f3 and black responds with bishop to g7. Next, white makes an interesting decision, moving the knight to g5, which is a less common move in this position. Black responds with pawn to e6, prompting white's queen to f3, another unusual decision. Black seizes the opportunity, capturing the knight with the queen, to which white responds by moving pawn to d4. Black captures the pawn, and white responds with bishop capturing the black queen, a move that leaves black's king's side exposed. Black then pushes pawn to a6, and white develops knight to d2. Black continues with pawn to b5, and white retreats the bishop to b3. Black then pushes forward with pawn to d3, a move met by white's queen capturing on d3. Black then takes an aggressive step, capturing the b2 pawn with the bishop. White responds by castling, and black continues with developing knight to c6. White's queen then moves to d6, and black captures the c3 pawn with the bishop. White then develops knight to f3, and black responds with bishop to b4. White's queen moves to g3, and black pushes pawn to a5. White then moves pawn to c4, and black responds by capturing the pawn with the b5 pawn. White captures back with the bishop, and black develops bishop to a6. White captures the bishop, and black responds with rook to a6. White then moves knight to e5, and black responds with knight to d4. White's knight then moves to d3, a less common move in this position. Black capitalizes on the mistake with knight to e2 check. White responds by moving king to h1, and black responds with knight capturing the g3 pawn with a check. White recaptures the knight with the pawn, and black responds with bishop capturing the c3 pawn, a move that leaves black's king's side vulnerable. White capitalizes on the mistake and finishes the game with rook to b8 checkmate. In summary, the hyper-accelerated dragon variation of the Sicilian defense is a complex and dynamic opening that requires a deep understanding of chess strategies and tactics. It's a high-stakes game where a single mistake can turn the tide completely. The key points to remember are to develop your pieces early, maintain control of the center, and always be aware of your opponent's threats. And remember, every move counts in the world of chess.